Welcome back, my dear students, to the EVS class. How are you all? Doing good? Yes. So children, we have completed 6 chapters, isn't it? Today, let's learn a chapter from the unit Knowing Ourselves. The chapter name is Our Body, and it's our first chapter. Ludwig van Beethoven was a German composer and pianist. His music is amongst the most performed of the classical music repertoire, and he is one of the most admired composers in the history of Western music. Let's listen to his music. Did you get this? Yes? Very good. In the end of the class, I'll tell you why I showed this video. So let's start the class. So children, what you see here is the mind map for our chapter, Our Body. Under this chapter, we would learn about the organs of our body and people with special needs. What are the organs? We have external body parts and internal body parts. What are the external body parts? Head and neck, chest and abdomen, arms and legs. We also have sense organs. What are they? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. And we would learn the internal body parts such as bones and muscles. At last, we would learn about people with special needs. Who are they? Visually impaired people. They use braille. And next about hearing impaired and speech impaired people. They use sign languages. So children, what you see here are the organs of our body. There are internal organs as well as external organs. Can you tell me what are the internal organs? The organs located inside our body. What are they? Brain, stomach, kidneys, lungs and heart. Do you people always sit and study or do some work? Sometimes you are lazy, right? But these organs work all the time while we are awake and even when we are asleep. What about external organs? Yes, the organs located outside our body. What are they? Neck, arm, hands, legs and feet. These are the organs which we can see as well as touch. Now let's learn in detail about the external body parts. First, let's learn about head and neck. In the upper part of the body, we find neck and head. The brain is located inside our head, and this brain gives commands to the various parts of our body. The rest of our body is connected to the head by the neck. It helps the head move in different directions like this. Okay? Below the neck, we can find chest and abdomen. So this is located to the center of our body. The chest and abdomen are also part of the trunk, and these are protected by a rib cage. As we know, the abdomen is located below the chest. It has internal organs. What are they? Stomach and liver. Next, let's learn about arms and legs, which are also the external body parts. The arms and hands are located in the upper part of our body. What all can we do with our hands? We can touch, lift, etc. Isn't it? And the legs and feet are located in the lower part of our body. They help us to stand, walk, run and dance. So children, till now we were talking about the external body parts. What are they? Head, neck, chest, abdomen, arms and legs. Let's move on to the internal body parts. Okay? What are they? The bones and muscles. These make up the largest part of our body. What are the uses of it? These lend shape to our body and also helps in the movement. Internal organs are protected by the bones. Okay? We also have sense organs, which are the external organs. Do you know what are they? The 5 sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. We use eyes to see, isn't it? What about our ears? We use ears to hear, nose to smell, tongue to taste and our skin to touch. First, let's learn about eyes. You see here, eyes? Yes? We see everything using our eyes. We see the surroundings, colors, shapes, isn't it? And you know, the eyelashes protect our eyes from dirt. And the color and shape of the eyes may differ from one person to another. Have you seen eyes of different people with different colors? Yes? Do you know the reason? Can you find it? Yes? You all should find and tell me, okay? The second sense organ is ears. For what purpose do we use our ears? Yes, to listen to the various sounds in our surroundings. And you know, the ear is divided into 3 parts. The inner, middle and the outer. The sound reaches the inner ear after traveling through the outer and middle part of the ear. First, the sound reaches the outer part, then the middle part, and then at last inner part. This is how we hear everything. Isn't it a big process? Yes? So we learned about our eyes and ears. The third sense organ is nose. The nose helps us to smell. It has two holes. What are they called as? Nostrils. These nostrils helps us to breathe. And the hair inside the nose helps to keep away the germs. What about our fourth sense organ? It is our tongue. The tongue helps us to taste different food items. It has many taste buds. With the help of these taste buds, we identify various flavors like sweet, sour, salty and bitter. What is our last sense organ? Do you remember that? I had told that earlier. Yes, our skin. The skin covers the entire body and it helps us to touch and feel. So children, we learned about our 5 sense organs such as eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Let's move on to our next topic. Listen carefully. There are people with special need around us. Who are they? Visually impaired, hearing impaired and speech impaired people. Let's learn about some instruments they use. Visually impaired people use Braille. It's a special kind of writing on paper with raised dots. Letters and digits are written in a raised manner. This helps them to identify using their hands. This makes them reading and writing easier. A person named Louis Braille, who was visually impaired, created this script, and it was named after him. Let's watch a video of it.
The story begins in 1812 in France and a young boy called Louis Braille. He lost his sight in one eye when he was 3. This was the culprit, a sharp tool called an awl, which he was playing around with in his father's workshop. His eye got infected and the infection spread to the other eye. By 5, Louis Braille was completely blind. But he was determined and he went on to win a scholarship at France's Royal Institute for Blind Youth. At the time, the system for reading was pretty basic, just raised letters on a page, so he started working on a new code that would be quicker and more efficient. By the time he was 15, Braille's new system was basically complete, and the first edition was published in 1829. Braille's system was based on a military code called night writing. Invented by Captain Charles Barbier, it was a system of embossed dots and dashes that soldiers could read safely with their fingers on the battlefield at night. Braille simplified the system, reducing the cells from 12 to 6 raised dots, so they were the ideal size for a fingertip to feel with one touch. Braille created his raised dots using an awl, the same sharp tool that had caused his blindness, and a flat grill to keep the lines straight and readable. It's read from left to right like other European scripts. Braille is not a language, it's a system of writing, which means it can be adapted to different languages. Braille codes have been developed for maths and scientific formulae. Braille loved music and invented a system of Braille for writing music too.
This is how a visually impaired person works. Next, let's learn about sign language. It is a language which uses body movements to convey messages. Symbols are created using fingers and hands, which help in communication. Speech impaired and hearing impaired people use this. Let's watch a video of it. Body also plays an important role while communicating. There are special schools for learning sign language. What did we learn today? We learned about our body, about the organs of our body, internal body parts and external body parts. We also learned about visually impaired, hearing impaired and speech impaired people. So children, you all should thank God for giving you such a beautiful life. If you find people, as mentioned above, anywhere, offer them your help. Will you all do that? Yes? Very good. So take care. Bye.